Hello, everyone. I hope you guys all had a good Labor Day weekend too. Mine was awesome. I just saw my cat. I mostly got to just take it easy and relax. But on Sunday, I did play the last beach doubles tournament. That was fun. I did win my division, so I won an awesome volleyball I'm pretty excited about, which is super cool because my outdoor ball was stolen. So now I have a new one that I do not have to buy because they're like 30, $40. And I just don't want to have to buy one if I don't have to. So I won a ball, so that was really cool. And then today, what I really want to get into is I was doing some thinking over the weekend, people that have commented or said things that I'm just like, you don't get it. You don't get it. And I remember this because I used to say and think the same thing, that I would watch these videos and I'd be like, all right, I know already, but just tell me what I need to do. Tell me exactly what it is you're eating. I didn't really care about what they were talking about. I just wanted them to get to the point. I wanted them to share the thing that was going to drive me to success, I remember just following videos and they'd be like, oh, well, vegan. Vegan is the way to go. If you want to lose weight, then you have to go vegan. So then it's like, well, okay, I went vegan. And then, something like that. And I'm not picking on vegan or anything. I'm just using different examples. Or, then you switch over to something else, or Weight Watchers, or whatever it is you've tried. And you're finding that you're still not getting success. Well, I hate to tell you, but you are the common denominator. We usually get bad habits for a reason, and you're going to carry them into any diet you do. Keto is awesome. I love it for its health benefits, but really you can lose weight on anything. It's just being able to keep with it. I think keto is a better lifestyle for me because I need to maintain a low carb lifestyle. And that's why I say keto low carb. So those of you who want to argue it, nope, it's stated right up there in the top. I am keto low carb. And I'm going to go about it a different way because I like to look at it logically. I'm not going to follow something blindly just because somebody says it's amazing. I go by how my body feels and what I know I can do over the long haul. As I grow and change as a person, yes, I think that will adapt as well. That's only natural and that's appropriate. You should be changing. If you stick to the same thing over and over again, you're probably missing something. So there are benefits, and you can hurt yourself if you're trying to go back and forth on keto and you can't maintain it. The reason why keto works for a lot of people is because a lot of times there's a lot of carb addiction involved or misuse of carbs, overeating them. So avoiding them for most people is what causes you to lose weight because that's what people are wanting to eat all the time. We naturally gravitate towards fruit and sweet things, and we naturally gravitate towards those breads and those processed sugars and even yogurts and things that are high in sugar. It's the sugar that we like. Even coffee. A lot of people say, I love coffee. I'm like, you like sugar. That's what you like. So there's a difference for everyone. And you can be a vegan and eat Oreos. You can be a vegan and be overweight. You can be on keto and be overweight. You can be on Weight Watchers and be overweight. There's nothing different about these different things. What the people who have been successful on different diets is that they changed their habits. They changed what they were doing. And it's how you guys are listening. If you guys are really struggling, you've got to learn how to listen better. And not just listening. You're like, but I am listening. No, you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. You're trying to find a loophole, and I can tell you there is none. You just have to do the work, and it might be harder for you than some others. That's very true. But I know from past experiences that I was trying to always find that, thing where I could continue to eat carbs, or I could continue to eat pizza but lose weight, or whatever it was. And maybe you don't even realize that's what you're doing. I mean, I didn't, and I tend to be a late night snacker or an overeater in that aspect, or wanting dessert at night. So I'd be at my normal calorie range and then blow it with an extra 300 calories because I had something sugary or sweet at night. And I'm sure everyone's got some habits. Maybe it's salty for you, or lack of exercise. Obviously, I don't have trouble in that area. I love to be out and about. I'm very active. So that was never a problem for me. But having that sweet treat at night or overdoing it, going out with friends, eating fattier foods, choosing to eat French fries over broccoli, Instead of choosing salmon or fish, I would do a big, huge French dip, sandwich, which is probably 200-300 calories in the bread alone. And that actually carries a bulk of it and not very filling compared to the other things. And thinking that I was eating the wrong food. It's not that I was eating the wrong food, I was eating too much. But staying away from carbs allows me to do that better, or to be able to stop myself. Before, with, those breads or something, it's really easy to push yourself over an extra couple hundred calories like that. And if you're doing that all day long, then you really have an issue. And especially if you're insulin resistant or sensitive, is that once you've had those carbs, your body keeps giving you signals to eat more of them. You don't just shut off and be like, well, that was good. That's fine. I'm done. Instead, your body's like, that's great. We should eat more of that. And then you're going to drop and get a little tired, and your body's going to tell you you need more. Your blood sugar will drop and you can barely focus. So learning these things are especially important to learning to lose weight, is that you actually just have to do it. For keto, I would love to eat very complicated meals. I would love that. I would love to make, the keto treats and keto pizzas and all these things that are high in cheese. But you know what? Teaching people, a lot of us on those things, you're still going to overeat. I'm less likely to, but eating all that cheese and stuff is still hard on my stomach. If it's not for you, that's fine. That's actually great if you can do that, because I'm jealous of you. But I can't do that, not my body. So I stick to, chicken, and I just season it, and beef, and I season it. I don't get too crazy on purpose, is because I want to enjoy my food, but I don't want it to be to that same way as eating out, that I don't want it to be something that's my main focus anymore. I eat to stay alive, to be healthy, and to, of course, enjoy it, but I don't need to get joy out of life from food anymore. I don't need to overeat. I don't need to stuff my emotions in food. I don't need all those things anymore. I know that. I know I don't want those things. So I've learned to eat more about eat what's appropriate, when it's appropriate, and eating an appropriate amount. And that's really what you guys have to play around with. Am I overeating? If you are, you've got to just stop, or eat a ton of vegetables. That's why I bulk things. If I'm getting to that point where I feel like I really need a lot of food, I bulk my food up. I put cauliflower in my eggs. I'll put cauliflower in with my chicken. I bulk it with vegetables. Not overeating. You've got to stop overeating. And then you've got to pick healthy. You can't go and eat out all the time. You can't have all these amazing dressings that you just can't stop eating. It's not healthy. And then you've got to stop the idea of having fruit and sugar all the time. That you've got to tough it through it a little bit. It's always hard once you allow yourself to give into a little bit of a treat that it's still lingering. We all like sugar. We definitely want a little bit more. But once you train yourself to say no, it does get easier. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it. I like eating sugar more than anyone else. It's awesome. But I've also learned I do have the ability to say no. And it is hard, and sometimes I really do want that thing, but I've had to learn to just say no, or, if you're going to eat it tomorrow. And then by the next day, that craving is done, and I'm fine. But sometimes it's just me getting a book, it's doing anything, drinking extra water, whatever it is, but giving into that temptation. It's the wrong thing, and you know it, and you can feel it tomorrow. So if you really want to overcome those things, you've got to start doing those little bits, and over time, it will get better. And that way, I don't wait day to day to day by thinking, I'm on this diet. Like, how long can I do this before I can have something, sweet again? This is just how I eat every day. It's normal now. I'm not on a diet. I'm not thinking about when I get to have something special again or my cheat day. I just eat. I'm a functioning, live human being, and I have to eat to survive. And I eat healthy, and I eat what I want, and I live a very good, normal life. I'm not living by the scale. I'm not living by numbers. And when you free yourself of that, and when you're finally able to hear this the way you need to, when you're able to let go, the right things will start to happen, and you will lose weight, and you will get healthier because you're doing the right things. So I hope that helps you guys. That's what I needed to hear a long time ago. And I was trying to look for all the right things, and I wasn't getting them. And I realized it's because I was not listening right. Don't forget to comment, like, and share below.